I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it.
Hey guys, want to know how I did this cool smoke effect across my screen? If you want to learn how to do this and some basic overlays, go ahead and feel free and finish watching this video. We're going to open up Adobe Photoshop. You're going to make sure that everything is set to 1920 by 1080. You got to make sure that the background is transparent. What we're going to do is we're going to go to Google and we're going to find a good textured background. This textured background is really going to offset any plain background you have that is like basic color and everything. So make sure you do a search on something that really pops out at you. I really like this metal one, and I also like this other shiny metal one. So I'm going to go ahead and download both of these. Now that I have this in here, I do want to put a colored background into this overlay, and I'm just going to fill it in with the dark gray to kind of give it a good hue to it. And then we're going to pull this image over to it. We got to make sure that we stretch out this image where it fits the screen completely. Once you've done that, you are going to crop it so that you can have the elements that you want along the top. And that way the transparent background really sticks out again. So what I like to do is after I have this portion done, I like to go ahead and type in what I want each portion to be done. As you can see, my font is way too big. So we're going to make the font a little bit smaller so that you can put it in between the lines. You're going to do this for 2 more times. The next one is going to be called New Subscriber. And then the last one's going to be your newest donation. We're going to make sure that these are lined up properly. And then being this is our gameplay, we want to make sure that we have a camera spot. So I like to just put on a box, a square box, and then I like to resize it by 1920 by 1080 and then shrink it to size. If you do it this way, then most webcams are actually 1920 by 1080, they're just shrunken down. So this really does help with making sure that your camera is going to be within that room. Once you have the camera overlaid to the size that you would like, we're going to go ahead and make sure that the inside of it is transparent. So we're going to knock out that center part. I also like to thicken up the borders here so that we don't have to really do much work here. The simplest way that you can do this, the better. And always make sure that you put each one on a separate layer so that you can go back in and edit it later. Once you have everything done for your live gameplay screen, you then need to go ahead and save it. We're going to go ahead and open up another one, 1920 by 1080. We're going to bring that metal background into this one as well. So you're going to want to make sure the metal background's on the back side. Now here's another trick that you can do to change the color of that background. If you was to click onto that background that you would like to change the color, you're going to get this screen. The screen is an effect. You're going to go down to overlay color. Clicking on the overlay color, you can go ahead and change the opacity of the color that you would want, so that way it just has a little bit tint of that color. Once you have this to your desired color, we are then going to go ahead and create your box. Next, we're going to have another screen. Now this screen is going to show whatever game that you still have currently up. This is a screen that you can turn on and off, and if you turn it off, then all it will show is a black background. This box right here is going to be your chat box. That way you have your chat on your screen. So if you're doing any type of YouTube videos, this will be very simple for everybody to be able to see what conversation is happening. After you do that, we're going to go ahead and type what scene this is. This is going to be our intermission scene. So with this, you're going to want to make sure that you have each scene labeled so you don't get them confused. We're going to go ahead and save this scene. Now I'm going to take you on over to this website. This website is called Pixlr. Pixlr has a lot of stuff just like Photoshop does, so you don't even have to pay for it. This is something just to get you started. So we're going to do the exact same thing, 1920 by 1080 transparent background. We're still going to start with our normal fill. We're going to go ahead and open up our picture so that we can merge it on over to, we're going to stretch it out to where it fits the frame completely. This one here does not have the exact same thing whenever you double click onto the picture. So we're going to have to do it a different way here. What you're going to do is you're going to create another background, and you're going to create the color that you would want the background to be. By doing this, you are still giving it the exact same thing. You just gotta lower down the opacity. By lowering down the opacity, you're still allowing that picture to see through. We're gonna call this our starting soon screen. Always pick out your favorite font, and you have lots to choose from. So if you did not want to do a subscription, you have so many things on this site that you can do for free. So what I like to do is to make it where the words really pop out, I like to give it a border and make sure it's kind of thick, because if it's good and thick, then it really shows out and really stands out. So another thing I also like to do is make sure that it has a drop shadow. A drop shadow makes it look more 3D, which means it's pretty much coming at you. Next, I would like to do is create a box for chatting. That way, anybody that comes in, again, if you are recording this for YouTube, anybody that comes in, they can start talking while your screen is starting soon. Always make sure you add a timer as to when the scenes are going to change and they get to see your beautiful face. You're going to do the exact same thing, bringing that image over and then creating a color over top of it and then changing down the opacity of it. This time I'm going to go with green. We're going to draw our box so that we can show which just chatting. And for this, I was having a really hard time doing a border because I didn't do it the typical way. So I'm just going to do these lines and thicken up the border this way. This is also another way that you can thicken up the border. We're going to go ahead and label this as our Be Right Back screen. These screens are really good to have, especially if you're having a bathroom break or if you're a parent like myself. You can always use these screens so that you can go take care of your kids and whatnot during that time. Nobody expects you to sit in front of your screen while your kids need you. Just remember that. After you have done all that, make sure you go ahead and you save this background. So to get the smoke effect, what you're going to do is you're going to go over to YouTube and you're going to type in whatever design you want. It could be hearts, it could be stars, it could be anything. These are green screen effects that they usually are free. You got to read the description and make sure. So you're going to find one that you really like. I went with a smoke. You're going to download it from their website and bring it into you can bring it into your OBS. Take your time finding the perfect one. This is actually how I got my floating hearts that you see here. If galaxy and stars are your theme, they also have them for you. Once you have picked out the one that you would like, you're going to go ahead and go to their website. Make sure that they say that you are allowed to use it. Go ahead and go and download it from their website. You're going to create a new source and you're going to make this as a media source. Now make sure that you label which one is which one is going to be the video that you use and which one is going to be your background. You're going to go ahead and head on over to your browser and don't forget to hit the loop on this so that you are able to see it. Add your video and there you are. You can put the smoke behind you. Don't forget to make sure that you hit the chroma key to switch it out. If you hit chroma key, it's usually the exact same thing. You may have to play with these adjustments. But I hope this really helped you and showed you how to do everything. I hope this video really did help you out on creating a perfect overlay for your streams. Go ahead and leave a comment down below and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos that comes out every single Thursday for Twitch tips. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.